Alright. Well, the stream has crashed, so we're trying this again. No! Oh, that is so sad. The 1 HP failed the 1 HP. Let's see. I don't want this to be activated, but it will be. Alright, I'm gonna let him interrupt the comm tower, and we're just gonna say, we give up comm tower, but we get good. But we're gonna get some good, good value returns on it. Because I will have 3 tanks striking, or maybe even 4 tanks striking in exchange. Yes, so the PC just straight up died. And it's all the Brazilian guy's fault. I'm blaming you for this. It is your fault the PC died. It is definitely your fault. Tank, and then another tank. Alright. Giving up the comm tower. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't need to send this 3 HP tank in. Oops. Too late. Yes, exactly. How could you, the Brazilian guy? How could you crash my PC like this? By the way, I do have a Nintendo Switch, and I do have a capture card. I could also start playing... Ooh! Well, first off, this tank could have been the one that shot the 3 HP. So it looks like we just trade comm towers, alright. Except I'm getting my comm tower back, and I fail to see an infantry on the top right. Imagine if this tank was on the front lines, how much help it would get. I think I actually just back off here. I don't think I want to fight. Because I'm fighting with turn reinforcements. There will be... Well, I mean, if I do fight here, I do get this city temporarily, and it's a little more money on my side. I do get more money on my side, because, like, I'm denying these properties. I have the properties over here. If I really wanted to fight, I could. I will get 3 tank first strikes, so these 3 will likely be down. Then there will be 2 tanks to counterattack. This tank probably won't make it in time because I'm going up. You know, I think I'm going into attack. He can't even... There's only 1 tank doing a counterattack. So let's first capture the comm tower, unlike last time. We're gonna go with 3 tank strikes. 3. We might as well finish this off. And the infantry block it off. Alright, I go medium tank here, then infantry up here. Oh, defender's invalid, I killed it. Alright, let's strike from down here so this infantry doesn't get activated. Then we strike from the mountain. It doesn't matter which one we kill, let's just kill this one. I didn't block the comm tower. I should have had this infantry move up here, kill this one. This infantry move and block this tile. No! My comm tower. And then I just build another tank here. I could have had 2 comm towers. I could have had 2 comm towers. No! Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't matter, but at the same time, I did waste a lot of time restarting my PC. And by PC, I mean my laptop. I play on a laptop. And just because I want to blame the Brazilian guy, I'm going to pin him to the wall of shame. We're calling it the wall of shame now. And there's no escaping the pin. We're gonna poke through your jelly body. Lawyer? We don't have lawyers here. That don't exist. Alright, well, it looks like I get 2 comm towers next turn. I'm sure I can break this. Yeah, tank, strike. As a matter of fact, with 2 comm towers, I might just one-hit KO. Yeah, this is a one-hit KO range for this tank. And then the other tank can strike this tank. Oh, actually no, this tank clears. And then dead. Then this tank strikes here. And I don't even need to use super for it, I do not. Though if I do use a super... No. I must resist. I must resist. As enticing as a super may be, I must resist. But if I use a super and sit on this tile... I mean, think about it. If I use a super and I sit on that tile... I want to... Oh, Brazilian guy. You can jump for a star, have fun. I'm gonna be mean. Though, what are the chances that the pin falls off and you land right on the star? Probably 0. The star would probably disappear first. Alright, medium tank moves here. I could throw the MD in and then activate super. Because I do get quite a bit. Like, I can win over here. I can win in the middle and kill all that infantry, and I might lose the medium tank on the bottom, but like, it's not that bad to lose that medium tank. Like, there's so much I can get from it. There's just so much I can get from it. Well, we're gonna try this, and if that doesn't kill, we clear it with infantry. It kills. We're gonna shoot here. I mean, technically I don't even have to clear it. I forgot a comp tower! No, not again! Why does this keep happening? I could have reduced this even more. But it just keeps happening. Why does it keep happening? Well, if I fire from this... Hang on. If I clear this, and I super, this tank reaches over here, this tank reaches over here, I could get so much more. How much does... I need to know. How much does a super... It's so enticing. You know what? I think I will. I think I will activate the super. It's just, there's just so much stuff I can hit. There's so much. And that's the game. Alright. Well, I did start a new stream entirely. It would be bad if I just finished the game and end it. That would look kind of bad now, wouldn't it? So I guess we could go one more game and maybe we'll have it rated this time. We're gonna have it rated this time. I hope I don't regret this. Before I forget, I should probably... hang on. I should probably post the new link to the stream on the Discord, because I don't think people are aware. So hang on, let me just find my... Actually, no, I could just go here. View my channel, open link in a new tab. And then I could find my own stream. And then Control C. And then put it on the Discord, because I didn't. Actually, no, the stream didn't crash. The computer itself crashed. And then I'll post a new link there. Imagine some pro wakes up today. Well, I mean, Degis and... Was it Degis and Poland that was playing just earlier? They're probably busy in that other tournament going on. Yeah, they're probably... all the good players are probably over there. I'm sure I'm safe. What's the worst that can happen? One of them overhears me and then just snipes me while everyone else is distracted. What are the odds of that happening? And even if I haven't played in 2 minutes, I probably still remember all the stuff Well, I mean, it's not gonna be a famous last words until it happens, so therefore I reject the notion. So I do have a switch here while I'm waiting. While I'm waiting, if you ever hear any Smash Ultimate fighting sounds in the background, you will understand why. I actually have my capture card set up and everything, and I could show it to you guys. But what if I just don't? I could totally be sharing the game from my Switch onto the stream right now. How awful! Well, I'd say I'm pretty decent. I mean, I would play it more. I know, and I would do more on my Switch, but there's one problem. I play on PC, and if you know anything about PC culture, like Steam, for example, Steam has their online service provided by Steam for free. If I want to play online servers on the Switch, I have to pay Nintendo a subscription. Now now as someone who grew up getting the servers for free, like free to the consumers, why would I ever pay a subscription just to connect online on a Switch? It's one of those things that, like, I'm not leaving this base. This base is amazing. Oh yeah, let's loop the playlist. Yeah, so if I were to play it, I would be like playing with people close to me, or play it on my own, but I don't think I will be playing online. And I also think it's one of the reasons why Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Switch does not connect to the same servers Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam. And because of the different servers, those players can't play with each other without getting the other version. And now Puyo Puyo Tetris looks more dead than it actually is because people are split among consoles. Which is very sad. And it's also probably why, oh, it's not really hot seat. Hot? It's more like we just grab different controllers and plug it in. Alright, I guess since we're waiting, we might as well judge other people. I forgot that I used to, like, cast judgment while I'm waiting, because I get to laugh at other people making mistakes, because I'm evil. Let's see, this is Sammy versus Andy. The colors are... I'm gonna steal your color and change it to yellow, so it's easier for me. And also for you guys, but it's mostly me. I can't... You know, it's funny, this tank is totally yellow, on the same team as Sammy, but the color didn't change. I find it funny. And you could tell it's not on the penguins because they're facing the opposite direction. Now... Okay. What the hell did... I did not mean to say... What did Sammy do over here? I know this has to be a Sammy Super. I think Sammy went in, took all the properties, then promptly died because she overextended. Well, that game's over. Alright. I didn't really get to cast much judgment. The only thing that really happened was I saw the funny tank didn't change color. so I guess I would judge someone else. Alright. I feel this. Anyway. I've only had my job for 1 year, but I feel this. I'm kidding. I still want the money, so I can't retire yet. Why are there so many mechs? I mean... Alright, I definitely... Wait a minute. Alright, well, I was about to say I like the anti-air in rockets because that's what I like to use often. But I would like the anti-air to be on the mech side, so you just anti-air all the mechs and they're gone. Alright, I guess this is fine. Yeah, if the mechs go in, you kind of just kill everything. Almost everything, anyway. There's no anti-air aside from this. And that anti-air is in range of a tank that can one-shot it. And this tank cannot be targeted by a mech at all. So I guess, unless this infantry and tank blocks it, and this infantry, I think the infantry could have been the one that blocks this tile, and the other infantry blocks here, that might be stronger, so you're not putting your tank in harm's way. Let me just make sure, yeah, that infantry definitely could have been the one that blocks this tile right here. And then you have the 1 HP block over here. And then, if you do that, I don't think there's any way to stop this capture. I mean, you could still block it with infantry and tank, but now your tank is gonna get hit instead. What? What? You had a... Oh, the tank's at 3 fuel. I didn't notice. I was gonna say, you should definitely mech the tank instead. I guess this is fine. It just means that the copter can... Well, I guess it's not worth it, but I definitely would like the port. Especially as Drake. Well, actually no. The port isn't... It doesn't matter what CO. I really want the port. And I haven't forgotten, but like 4 to 6 months ago when I've been streaming, I've always been saying that I want to capture my opponent's port and dive a sub. Like, if I capture this port, if I'm playing Drake here, if I capture the port, I really want to just dive a sub here just to say, haha, you're never getting it ever again. It's my port now. Forever. Alright. Oh, Neo-Tank can go here and strike this artillery and be inside minimum range of rocket. And then I guess the Recon can take this shot? If you don't want to send in something more expensive? This Neo-Tank can definitely go in. The Neo-Tank has the ammo. Huh? Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. I think there was a... Okay. Okay, I needed to refresh the page. I was rather confused for a moment. Apparently, the infantry was actually over here and not on the silo. That's why it was looking a little strange. Huh. Well, that explains a lot. By the way, if this game ends and I don't get a match, I think I'm just gonna go check the archive, download the game I was looking for. and then show that, and then share that. I also need to reinstall Advance Wars by Web Replayer. Wait, actually, do I even have to? No, I don't. I could just go to upload replay and then do the replay on stream. I don't need the replayer to show it. Yeah, I'll just show it on the website itself. Alright. Well, I think if you couldn't... Well, considering that these two were blocked, I think Drake should have not went in. It's just that I didn't see that the infantry that was on the silo had moved to the forest, because I guess it's just a live player system, like the live viewer system. Rachel interrupted this property, which is definitely a good thing here, and saw the kill on the anti-air. Oh, this tank is not. Only 2 fuel left. It actually can't. The only way to get fuel, aside from an APC, is to capture the city and sit on it. But it's probably dead next turn anyway. Well, Rachel is definitely winning, there's no doubt about that. Another copter? I'm not sure if I like the... I think I still would prefer anti-air over copters. But that's just me. Copter is fine. Drake is still attacking into rocket range against the 2-base side. I mean, I definitely agree with making this the strong side, but you definitely need reinforcements from the other side. And you definitely don't have the unit count to fight into a rocket. I mean, Drake mechs are getting nice hits, it's just... Let's see, the anti-air can only go so far. So... let's see, Drake has the income advantage. Rachel has the unit value advantage, but much of it is in the rock. Okay, live match found. I don't have to care about this anymore. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, tier 4. How much money? That's a lot of money. How much bases? 2 bases each. How's the airports? Airports in the back. Behind the bases. I think we just go Jess again. Can't really go wrong with Jess. I mean, it's 2 bases with a lot of money. Kinda just go Jess here. Well, game started, so... Infantry... Infantry... Alright, what capture order should I do? I haven't plotted this out yet. I actually am going for the capture chain first, so I'm gonna skip that first capture and go for the chain first. Because I definitely want this city. This city feels like if I don't get it now, Jake's going to use his non-infantry weakness and just suppress me. My infantry, I mean. Then I can capture here. Capture this, capture this. If I capture this, Jake finishes capturing this. Well, I mean, Jake can move up next turn. Which means Jake can actually start fighting me right away while I have the weaker infantry. But that means if Jake fights me over here, Jake is not going for this capture chain. Actually, if I go down here and capture this way, then Jake... A lot of choices to make. So many choices. Like, I really want to cross the river and start going for this chain just to threaten that if you don't start this chain, I'm getting it. And then I'm gonna go down and capture these two properties. I really want to just cross the river and do that. But maybe I'll do it with this infantry. I'll cross it with this infantry. If I can go up, I go up. Otherwise, I go down and capture these two. And if Jake wants to fight me, then I just take the properties down here. Alright, this is my property. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At that, if I build a tank here, I can do it there. This one goes back. I think I'm gonna go for this capture chain and just like secure this top side entirely. Build a tank over here. Alright, this infantry goes back. And then both of these will be like crossing the river. I want to start contesting the corners. He can fight me, and I'm actually fine with him fighting me, because it means he's not getting this chain. Matter of fact, I might just like interrupt him. Like after I capture this, he finishes his capture, then I go down and like fight him on the silo with my reinforcing infantry. I could actually interrupt this, and then if I interrupt this, this infantry has to go down and finish the cap. Wait a minute. Is this does Jake get the 2 tanks first? Or is it because I delayed one of the captures? Well, I get this property. I think I'm going to ignore the comm tower for now and just straight up attack Jake. And say that you're never getting that property, I will fight you tooth and nail for it. Well, do I really want to fight him? I think I do, because if I don't fight him, his tank just gets a shot over here, and I don't want that. Oh, or... No, I'm going for it. I want to fight him right now. tanks it on city. I mean, it technically covers. And if I build a tank here instead, I could still move it up here and it will cover that tile. If this infantry goes here, I can two-shot it this way. If the tank strikes here, I get a first strike with a tank. If he abandons this and kill my infantry, I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. Because then my tank goes on the left and I can control the bottom side, and I'll just like accept that I would delay my comm tower just a tiny bit. It's a small price to pay. Tank goes here and strikes this. Alright, Jake is never getting this property. And I can... I'll just wait till his turn's over. Alright, this infantry goes down, this infantry starts capping here. My tank... I think my tank goes on this silo, and it covers this city by covering this tile. Alright, if I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's finish off this infantry. This tank goes on the silo. This infantry goes here. Build a new tank. If I go here and drop off infantry over here, and tank goes over here, my tank chain is connected, and I could build another tank over here. This might be a double tank turn. So right now I am slightly ahead on the corners. I have this center. I am ahead on the comm tower since I have 5 HP capping it. And I am threatening to stop this property as well. So I think I just have more map presence right now. Alright, Jake chooses to strike here. My tank can reinforce. Hello back, just finished lunch, I'm Fluffy. Welcome to the stream. I see you have escaped the pin. Alright, I'm actually behind in income because I'm slower on the back caps, but I will eventually get the back caps. Like, he's not stopping the back caps, but I stopped one of the forward caps, which I think is a pretty big deal. In fact, I can go tank, infantry, clear this tile. Well, depending on where this tank goes, but I might just stop this cap as well. If the tanks cover it, I'll just send the infantry instead, maybe? Oh wait, no, I'm definitely fighting here. I have more tanks. I kill a tank, I have more tanks. Because this tank is not reinforcing for a long time. I think I might let him have that. But I tank strike, then I tank strike again. I kill this tank, then I have 4 tanks in the area to 3. 2 tanks come in to strike. My 2 tanks, and then I have 2 more tanks come in and strike. But this tank is probably going to chase me out of the bottom corner, so I might as well kill the infantry and just be satisfied with this. Well, he only has 1 infantry here. Yeah, I'm going to interrupt this because he only has 1 infantry. There's no way he can really do anything about that. Even though we have 0 comm towers, I get 10% extra firepower. And I just reinforce faster. So I'm gonna give up this corner to completely dominate the center and the top. In fact, I might send this infantry here just to delay this comm tower. So that I get the comm tower first. Hello, Arya! Welcome! I don't know why I'm the aggressive one in this match right now. When I'm the one who should stall as Jess. So as I mentioned, this tank is not reinforcing for another turn, so if he goes in, I will just have a local tank superiority. So even if I have the weaker early game, just on the basis that just on the basis I have more tanks, I can fight in here. In fact, if I if I do 2 tanks to clear this, and I might not because I don't have comm tower yet. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say I can move the next tank over to strike a 3rd time, but I realized that's kind of dumb. Alright, we're just gonna cap this, then this infantry clears. Very nice, it cleared. I'm gonna capture from this direction. This tank can go back to heal, actually. Preferably from a direction that... No, I think this is fine, actually. Then I can strike here, strike here. I'm getting the 10% firepower here. I am on worse terrain, but I get the 10% firepower. And I'm just gonna sack this in to interrupt. I think this infantry is just gonna run. There's no reason for me to stay in the region where his tanks are at.
Kyle is coming.
Okay.
You don't want him to come in and then you just close it.
Okay. If you hear that, that was my mom. I pay her $400 a month for rent. End turn. No clue why they picked Jake. This map doesn't have many planes tile. It's possible he wants to play the air war because there are quite a few mountains and forests that does slow down anti-air when they try to shift. Especially if you control the middle. If you control the middle, it is super hard for anti-air to shift anywhere. And it is one of the reasons why I've been a little aggressive in the center. Like, I denied this capture while making sure I secure this one. Because I want to make sure I maintain the opportunity to front shift. Alright, this tank probably can... Alright, it's attacking from this direction, which does mean he can reinforce this bot. But he only has one tank attack this turn. At least one healthy tank. And I get my comm tower next turn. I think I will continue fighting here. I just have to be careful not to go past. First, get the comm tower, you go back to heal. Capture, 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 capture. Just gotta make sure I have infantry nearby to protect this property. One, two, three, four, five, six. I can reinforce this direction. So this tank can go heal over here. I don't want to attack here because that activates this tank. So I'm gonna keep the combat lift small. I have 2 comm towers. Come to think of it, I can just sit on the city. So the city is now mine, and I have a couple of tanks in the nearby. I cannot afford double tank this turn because of the repairs. Which is a little sad, but I also do need more infantry. So I'll build the tank on the bottom side. Tank on the bottom side because I also don't want this tank to shoot at my infantry down here. I do need something to interrupt this capture. Otherwise, all this fighting to deny this city is just gonna be wasted when he captures this one. Ooh! He's attacking from these 2 directions, which means I get 3 tank strikes next turn. He also gets 3 this turn, but like... Is it really 3 tank strikes if he lost this match over here? It's not really 3 tank strikes if you think about it. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's a really tough choice to choose between this road tile or this silo tile. Well, I think I don't retreat this, and I instead just join. Or maybe I join this way. I think I joined that way. Oh, first battlecopter! I am 100% fighting this turn. He built battlecopter, I am definitely fighting this turn. I think I can also... I think I am joining this way, so I get it. It's like I get an extra tank next turn, instead of having to wait. Ooh, I definitely don't want the tank getting a super and first striking me. I think I'm gonna be passive here. I'll build the anti-air. Do I need an anti-air over... do I need another tank here, actually? I don't think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4 healthy tanks at most, and if he goes in, I get 1, 2, 3... I don't think I have to worry too much about it this turn. Four, 5, 6. Alright, so I just have to move 1 turn back. And then I don't have to build anti-air this turn. I'll get the 2 tanks. We both have super. If he supers in, I super in back. And we're not fighting, with the exception of these tiles over here, we're not fighting on planes. So I should have the combat advantage. They can continue threatening this city, which is the only thing they have at the moment. But I think I will have so much value by that point that I am not really too worried. Alright, he's sacking this, and I assume this tank is going to clear it, then he sits on the city. Yep. Oh! Oh, this is a Jake debuff. The infantry battles I suffered through has paid back dividends. Well, not really. It's just that he just got unlucky. That's a very unlucky roll, if I'm being honest. Because he has 1 comm tower. That is a very unlucky roll. He just activated this tank. This tank did not have a target, even if he sits on the... Well, now I get to sit on the city with a super. Alright, so I just have to stay out of range of this copter for 1 turn, and I'll build an anti-air on the bottom, which can support both sides. Then I should just completely win. One of my tanks might need to interrupt this. And a copter doesn't reach. Oh, he's not joint capping, so I don't have to worry about it for this turn. I'll worry about it next turn. Alright, this is actually going really great. Alright. Let's activate my Jess Super. 6 stars! Have fun catching him. First things first, obvious hit is obvious. Like, who would not take this hit? Alright, might as well take the shot over here. Infantry. I believe in the Jess infantry. As long as I do not attack... As long as I do not attack in range of the copter, I think I'm good for this turn. In fact, infantry go in. 1 HP on 1 HP, I win that one. Oh, that's right, I don't have to care about that. Because he didn't join cap, which means I could send 2 tanks, well, these 2 tanks to clear this infantry, and this tank first strikes this tank. Alright. Well, there we have it. Before the stars disappear... Oh, the stars disappeared. Well, since the Brazilian guy is the only one who actually tried to collect the stars, here you go. I'm just gonna pick you up and manually let you take the stars. Enjoy your adder normal power. Alright, well that was 3 games, 2 of them ranked and 1 of them unranked. I would go for another game, but my little cousin, is coming soon and I gotta babysit. So goodbye. Goodbye. There isn't any Puyo Puyo today. Not this time. Goodbye.